I had set a goal for myself that I wanted to sell a certain number of books. And just for some backdrop, most new authors sell maybe 500 books in the lifetime of the book over years and years and years. I had set a goal that I wanted to have this book sell more than 5,000 copies in 4 months. With that meant a lot of different things, but it also means a nice big fat check to get my money back for everything that I had invested in it. Now, it took me, oh gosh, almost 20 years to write this book. I first wanted to be an author when I was like 12 years old because I had seen I'd wanted to be an author and a writer since I could read, but I had decided at 12 years old that I wanted to write my first book so that I could be in the Guinness Book of World Records, because the youngest author was 13 years old at that time. And then an 11-year-old did it before me and I gave up. And I wrote crappy first drafts and got really bad feedback and critical feedback on it. And I invested in the process. Like, I've heard all of you share your goals and things like, becoming a lawyer and starting a business and all of these things. By the way, did you all see the Televerde announcement that one of the participants in the program is now an elected state official? Tara Simmons. Tarrasimmons, Washington state legislator. Isn't that cool? I mean, you hear these stories and you wonder how they did it. Like, there's nothing that you can't accomplish. But what I've learned in the process of trying to write this book was that I had all of the doubts, like, this is going to be crap. People are going to tear it apart. This is just a whole bunch of dribble and whininess. Like, people much smarter than you are going to figure it out that you're wrong. All of the doubts are in my head. Now, remember, I had set a goal of 5,000 books in 4 months. Yesterday, I got this email that we had sold over 6,000 books in less than 4 months. And I was like in shock, because how many times have I set this goal and like failed or stopped and not made it all the way? And I wanted to share all of this with you because, damn it, I'm going to need more mascara. Because you're in the middle of all of the adversity that you've probably ever seen in your life. Like, I can't even explain or describe to you the amount of adversity that I faced in trying to write this book and in launching this business and doing all of these things. It can happen. You just have to put in the work. You don't have to be lucky. You don't have to have the right connections. You don't have to have a certain number of money in the bank. You don't even have to know what it is that you need to do yet. You just have to be willing to do whatever it takes. And I have heard from so many of you, I can see it and I can feel it in you that you have what it takes if you just do the work. And that's the lesson, then, the thing that I want to impart to all of you today, because you can do anything that you can possibly dream of. Anything. And just like you might have people who, I had friends that are best friends of mine, family members, who told me that I should give up. It's too much risk. It's too stressful. You know, you have all of these things that are against you. And just understand, you may have people that say that to you, but they're saying it out of love and concern because they don't want to see you go through the hurt and the pain and the work that it's going to take. And just like you wouldn't want your kids to struggle and suffer, the people who love you don't want to see you struggle and suffer. But that's exactly what sometimes has to happen in order for you to break through some old cycles and bad habits. And, you know, you can change the trajectory of your family, of your life, and set a legend and a legacy that others can build on after you. And, you know, that's what I had hoped with this book was, yes, it's nice getting a five-figure check after spending so much money on this book, but it's also, actually, it was Michelle Caraco who asked me this. She said, how do you feel after the book is done? And she's like, do you feel proud? Do you feel elated? And I said, honestly, I feel relieved that it's having the impact that it has, relieved that it's helping the people that I wanted it to help. And that I know that by putting in the work, I can have a positive impact on other people. And what better legacy can we leave than that?